Hey, what's up, everybody? It's me, it's Pete, and I'm bringing you another edition of Pete Plays Tyranny. Today's episode is a meeting with the Archons and finishing the Taking the Outer Valley quest, which we got right up here. Graven Ashe, Voices of Nerat, they're meeting, they're going crazy, they don't know what to do. I'm going to be in there making some decisions, making it happen, and nobody is going to stop me. So, let's get our group together and head on over. I don't think there's anything more to talk about with anybody else. I've already talked to her. Already talked to Sevius. Yep. Okay. Yeah, I doubt there's anything more. Let us go in there and do some questing. I'm excited. I am ready for a good conversation about what's happening and where we're headed to next. Should be fun. And who to side with. You don't get these overbreakers enough credit. Even beasts can begin to see the patterns in your simpleton strategies. If there's any pattern to my strategies, it's one of relentless victory. The tears may excel at deception, but falter at fair fight. Damn it. But who's been deceitful to your second Karen? And who was it the expert on siege warfare? God damn, what's your plan to... Standing pyramid? It's hard to read those. The Archon of Stone was punished for his actions. If you wanted to talk guilt by associate, I'd be happy to hold you accountable for the collective crimes of the chorus. And any disfavored warrior can take 10 of these hill folk with a fruit knife. Properly armed is not even fair. Okay. Buckle up, boys. And females.
Disfavored will take the vanguard of the assault. It is the only way to assure success before the edict comes to pass.
Graven Ashe's roar pulses your eardrums, his face reddening as he yells.
Oh, you're so young. We can forgive you for being stupid. Without your Archon of Stone to bring down those walls, you're out of your element. Only the chorus has the numbers required to swarm the walls from all sides. We will lead the vanguard of this battle.
The best the chorus could accomplish would be leading a ramp-shaped pile of corpses propped up against the walls for my warriors to use. Their fortifications are not a concern. Even understaffed, my Earthshakers could breach the masonry in short order.
Another brilliant idea. Cairn's cult is, we're sure, every bit as trustworthy and sane as the late Archon of Stone himself. You did notice the spire at the center of the citadel? Hard to miss it, being only the tallest thing on the horizon and such. Certainly your Earth mages won't do anything stupid like, say, breaking the spire's foundation. What could possibly go wrong?
The Voices of Nerat lazily twirls his scepter. You hear the voices in your head. We love saying that name Cairn just to watch him squirm. Graven Ashe had so much hair back before he met us.
I trust them more than I trust your circus of rapists, sellswords, and turncoat tearsmen.
Archon Ashe turns his head and, upon seeing you in the tent, relaxes his posture.
Tunon's Fatefinder has arrived.
The war tent falls silent, and all eyes turn to you, expectantly. I could say, our operations in Echo Call Crossing and Trip Netta Wilderness were successful. Why aren't you two marching toward Ascension Hall? Or, my missions in Echo Call Crossing and Trip Netta Wilderness were successful, with little help from the disfavored. Or, I was victorious in Echo Call Crossing and Trip Netta Wilderness, despite the constant ineptitude of the chorus. I'm going to go against the disfavored, because I like the chorus more, and I don't like Graven Ashe's attitude.
I'm sorry if you feel the Legion did not pull its weight. Perhaps my troops should conduct themselves as undisciplined, uncooperative children, as is the case in the chorus. Would that be more to your liking?
Yes.
Now that we are all assembled, Chorus was going to resolve the Oathbreaker presence in the Outer Valley. What became of that?
Yes, what did become of that? We should know already, yet we do not. If we are not mistaken, the Fatebinder played a pivotal role in this operation. Fifth Eye, shed light on this baffling question.
The Fatebinder did... Oh, wait, I gotta do Fifth Eye's voice. The Fatebinder did indeed assist the chorus, in a fashion. The Oathbreakers were cut down, but the Fatebinder's wrath spared none. And Captain Palox Florian was not taken alive, much to our disappointment. The Fatebinder seemed to have applied disfavored justice to Florian. Such a waste. Whoops.
Look what showing them mercy has done for us. My scouts report seeing Chorus thugs fleeing your camp, defecting back to the enemy. They are abusing your mercy, and you either don't notice or don't care. The former is negligence, the latter is treachery.
I could say, I was asked to lend a warrior's hand and did just that. Be grateful or be silent. Or I could say, I disagree. He would have made a perfect captive, but he was a raging zealot with a death wish. Capture wasn't an option. Or I could say, they are Oathbreakers. They've abused our mercy once before, and we're idiots to think that they'll change. I'm going to go with the second one, because that's what I wanted. I wanted him to come with, but he just wouldn't oblige, so I had to murder him.
Iron Marshal, I understand we've established a foothold across the Matani. Report.
Securing the Matani was a gruesome affair. An agent of the School of Tide still lives, and the river was turned against us. Despite our losses, the day ended in success at Echo Call Crossing, though victory came at great cost. You gained wrath with Graven Ashe. When it came time to secure the nearby Echo Call village, there was a distressing discovery. The villagers had been stashing iron weaponry, no doubt stolen from our supply lines. Commander Entio wished to burn the village, but the chorus disagreed, and the Fatebinder backed their claim. Fuck yeah, I did. Their leader, Captain Matani Sybil, was bested in combat, but taken captive by the Scarlet Chorus. Despite the disfavored taking the lead on this operation, the Fatebinder felt it necessary to apply chorus doctrine to the captives.
A most wise judgment, good Fatebinder. The Oathbreaker captain will no doubt provide hours of entertainment, and perhaps even some useful information.
The Voices of Nerat hurls his scepter into the air with a loud chuckle, gingerly snatching the scepter out of the air as it falls. You hear the voices in your head. Damn it. She has been a most delectable treat, that one. So obstinate, so articulate in her flailing defiance. Some things are best savored in slow, tantalizing doses. We must thank you once again for delivering her onto us.
This will be just like Stalwart, when your own conscripts chose suicide over service to the chorus. She'll be no different than the others. Petulant, uncooperative, and motivated to feed you false information.
I could say arguing over this is meaningless. Resolving the edict matters most of all. Or I could say perhaps some tearsmen are smart enough to choose death over being associated with the Scarlet Chorus. Or I could say, odd, you think the tearsmen's so pathetic and harmless, yet you seem pathologically afraid of what they might teach the chorus. I'm going to go with the third one. He does seem to fear, like, them learning from the captives.
Be a coward in not so many words.
Yes.
You and Nerat are cut from the same cloth. Enough! If these are my allies, why bother with the enemy? Even the low-born Oathbreakers have the honor and decency to...
The Archon of War slams them all to the ground with bone-rattling thud. With a bone-rattling thud.
Oh, finish your thought, old chap. They have the honor and decency to... To what? To abide by some sort of deal you made with them?
The Voices of Nerat spins his scepter in the palm of his hands. You hear the voices in your head. Can you not hear the treachery in his words? How can we be sure he hasn't been stalling this whole campaign? His legion boasts of victory after victory, and yet these half-wit Oathbreakers suddenly give the disfavored pause. Scowling at the Archon of Secrets, Graven Ashe says nothing, his body heaving with agitation. I could say, if you two are unwilling to work together, as Fatebinder of Tunon, I will order you to do so. I could remain silent. I could say, a truth with the Oathbreakers. Is this true? Or I could say, enough bickering. We are running out of time to take Ascension Hall. Enough bickering.
Fatebinder is right. Our survival is at stake. All the is taking Ascension Hall. Iron Marshal, ready our troops. Fifth Eye, tell your gangs to cover our flanks.
You will do as we order. You are not to take orders from this addled pots.
Then the impasse is clear. We both wish for the honor of leading this final assault on the Vendrian Guard. Since Tunon is not here to select the rightful bearer of this honor, we must turn to the Archon's proxy.
With whom do you stand?
The Voices of Nerat's mask tilts sideways as he lurches, wagging his scepter at you. You hear the voices in your head. Now is not the time for compromise. One of us will have the honor of completing this glorious conquest. We know you will choose wisely. The tent grows quiet as the gathering looks to you in anticipation. You will march on the Vendrian Well Citadel together or not at all. The Disfavored will lead. The Scarlet Chorus will lead. I think you guys know what I'm going to do. It's Scarlet Chorus time.
And with the madman and his rabble? I am shocked. I counted you amongst our allies, and your name was held in some regard amongst my troops.
Sparks dance from around the Archon's iron regalia as Graven Ashe fuse.
I will add another name to our record of hate. Out of respect for the blue flag,
Wrath 3. Damn.
I will slain where you stand. If you leave my camp and don't look back.
A wise choice. The Scarlet Chorus will be honored to silence the last of the Vendrian Guard insult. Graven Ashe, we hereby order you to stand down and remain here at camp until we have secured the Citadel.
He's making him wait. He's not even going to bring
If
him.
the chorus leads the charge, they will fail. I will not sit idly by while the edict claims my legion. The Disfavored will carve a path to the Citadel on our own, if that's what it takes.
The air crackles with electricity as Graven Ashe lifts his maul to strike. Oh my god. What the hell? Dude. They ain't having it. They are not having it. They do not want me to... They're just very unhappy. So he struck the ground. What happened? Fifth Eye says, Fatebinder! Your vision comes into focus, as does the feeling of a hand on your shoulder. Are you with me, Fatebinder? You don't look hurt, but say something. Oh, I could say something. That's quick. That's smart. That's good comedy. Something. Ah, good. Same old Fatebinder. Really? Was worried there for a second that you had been seriously hurt. Your guardian here came to your rescue. The Crimson Spear taps Barrick on the shoulder with a hearty smile. Barrick turns to greet the gesture with a cold stare.
I wasn't trying to save you. I was trying to save her.
Ooh, really? He points to Verse and
And
sighs.
what happened, you bleeding hard iron shit tower?
Verse crosses her arms and glares.
Picked her up and she stabbed me. Put a dent in my side that I won't forget. So I put her down and dragged you out here to recuperate.
What is it with you two? Or, why did you stab him, Verse? Or, that was an honorable thing to do, Barrick. Or, don't try that again, Barrick. What is it with you
This
two?
is no time to narrate our life stories. If the edict comes crashing down
You
on
two
our heads,
lovers?
none of it will matter anyway.
On that note, better to leave now while we're well parted. You've made your allegiances clear. I hope you serve a good long term with the Scarlet Chorus, and that we never meet on the wrong side of the battlefield.
Oh no, losing Barrick will suck. Like, really suck. I needed to make a decision, and I sided with the army that has the numbers. You were too quick to label me as an enemy. Or this isn't about choosing sides. It's about resolving the edict. Stay with me as my deputy, at least that long. Then I will release you from service. Or salute and say thank you for your service. Graven Ashe protects. I need to keep him on board. I gotta go with the second one.
Very well.
Oh, thank God. That would have sucked.
This edict is resolved. We'd sitting in a corner and waiting for Kairos' magic to kill us all.
Don't take it too personally. That's as tall a compliment as he's ever expressed.
She turns to Barrick wearing a mixed expression.
As for you, you old sack of wine, this is war. Try to enjoy yourself.
Fifth Eye says, the Voices of Nerat have already departed for camp, and I'm headed there now. Come join us. We would be honored to have you join us for the assault. He lets out a wicked chuckle as he turns to depart. I mean, not like there's anything left for you here. So, seems like I really upset Graven Ashe, and I am closed off from the disfavored camp now, seemingly forever. Yep. No more ever again. I've made my choice. I need to go to the Scarlet Chorus Camp. Let's go. See what's for us there. Maybe do some shopping. Talk to the Fifth Eye. And I don't think the Voices will be there though. So I didn't mean to upset everybody that much, but it happened that way. So now I'm living with the consequences. Let's go shopping first. I want to see if I can buy anything better. Ooh, the Siren. I need to talk to the Siren. But first I'll talk to Snigler Dagos. Whoops. Wrong button. He winces a little. It's not much, but let me know if you see anything that piques your interest. Okay. You got anything good in terms of armor? Yeah, that leather armor is way better than what I have right now, so I'm gonna buy that. Let's get that. What about Horde boots? Not really. Scarlet Fury gloves, much better. And what about the helm? Probably better for what I'm going for, so. Thank God Barrick. If I had lost Barrick, I would have been so upset. He's everything to me. He's my best friend. Can we get a better weapon, maybe? Probably not. Not that much better. You get the Ripper. I don't really want it, though. Okay. Trade that stuff. Then go ahead and equip Basic with all this stuff. Who ended up buying that? We'll go and get out of here and equip it. Where'd all that armor go? There it is. We'll put it in. Give it all this verse. Also got Scarlet Fury gloves. Going super hardcore on the Scarlet Fury theme. We got Scarlet Fury helm. I am now essentially Scarlet Fury. We should equip those charms we have. Where are those? Accessory. Regenerating. That's probably good for Barrick. And then parrying is probably best for Basic. Is regenerating what I think it is? It returns health. +1 health every 6 seconds. Yeah. And purifying is what again? Immunity to poison. Yeah, I'm going to give the parry one to Basic. I think that's more important. haste, gives him +1 quickness. That's good. We'll equip that to her. So I'm happy with how everybody's looking. Doing well. We can sell all this crappy Iron Walker stuff. Let's do that. Get rid of this Earthshaker thing. These. That. Okay. Okay, let's talk to the Siren. Now we got some. We can do some talking this time around. I think I might have enough subterfuge now to get that. Yeah, let's go get that item. Go, 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 go. Everybody! Blood-soaked boots. That's pretty good. Let's check that out. Those are nice. Oh, that would help her out a lot. What does that do? Plus 25% hit precision on targets below 35% health. That seems awesome. I'm going to give her those. Now, are these better than basic boots? No, they're just simply worse. Okay. Cool. That's rad. Good get. This is why we pay attention to the details. Let's go talk to those beastmen. That seems pretty cool. The hulking creature sizes you up as you approach. He doesn't appear oppressed. Night Yowl. A young beastman stands in the shadow of an enormous beast woman, whose stature still manages to loom over you, even in her crouched position. The beastman's mouth froths with spittle that launches in every direction as he snarls at her. Whew, voice for this. Night Yowl was promised worthy, tough prey for joining. But Beast Woman only allows Night Yowl to hunt weakest. I can't. Okay. That was horrible. I feel like that's a good voice for that, too. Saves best, kills for self. He pounds the earth, causing a small fissure to erupt. Night Yowl was second strongest of Stone Stalker males before joining Scarlet humans. Rutted even with 100 blood, with tribes Prima. Was promised own pack for abandoning tribe mates. Prima is the leader of a beast tribe, a supremacy almost always held by a female. This rank is won and defended through vicious bloodshed and fights for dominance rather than birthright. Many alphas may exist within a single tribe, but only one can rise above the others as Prima. Cool. What is a Stone Stalker? The largest spanning beast tribe in the entirety of the tiers. The Stone Stalkers of Azure nearly tripled in population during a period of domestication and forced labor in service to the farmers and ranchers of the realm. However, like all beasts, the Stone Stalkers were born wild and yearned to range free, unfettered by humans in their own homeland. Okay, let's decipher this, because I didn't quite get all that. So he was promised worthy, tough prey for joining. Okay. Beast Woman only allows him to hunt the weakest of humans, but takes the best kills for herself. He is the second strongest of Stone Stalker males before joining the Scarlet Chorus. Rutted even with 100 blood with tribes Prima. I don't know exactly what that means. Was promised own pack for abandoning tribe mates. Okay. The crouched beast woman lets out a deafening cackle, her broad, sharp teeth appearing between each bellow. Strong Stone Stalker beast man worth running, she snorts. No! Claws at throat sees only muling first season come before beast woman now. Sees only tenderfoot, Only weak whelp fit to chase injured dying prey, not best fighters on battleground. Okay, I gotta figure out that too. Strong Stone Stalker, Beastwoman worth running. She seems to be being sarcastic. No. Claws at throat, she's only muling first season cub before Beastwoman now. She's only tenderfoot, only weak whelp fit to chase injured dying prey, not best fighters on the battlefield. It seems like she's saying that he's not fit to actually hunt the best. Night Owl bares his teeth and lunges for the Beastwoman, but she is swift to stand, hackles raised, and a callous palm, far larger than his head, harshly pins him to the ground in one deft swipe. His face smashes into the earth with a whip-like crack of stone, followed by a defeated whimper. Claws at Throat stares down at you with as much regard as she might show the wild dogs that roam the camp. Human. Her nostrils perk as she rapidly scours her memory for your familiar scent. Then a sharp-toothed grin slowly spreads across her face. Human reeks of blood, mud, death, of triumph and gnashing, wailing teeth. Beastwoman can smell. Human is better fighter than runt called Night Owl. She grinds the Beastman's face deeper into the dirt before lifting her clawed, gnarled fingers off of him. He quickly scrambles to his feet to nurse his head. Speak quickly and maybe Beast Woman will listen. Ooh, pit fighter, I wager I could take you. I'm gonna say that. You've gained favor with the Scarlet Chorus. The Beast Woman snorts, a stab of incredulity opening the features of her face. Then she howls with racking, full-bodied laughter. Claws at Throat likes human who is male, yet who is bold enough to challenge Beastwoman. Expected Bluntclaw to be feeble as Night Owl, whimpering at Beastwoman's feet. She licks her fangs longingly as she assesses your hidden prowess and strength. If Beastwoman did not have front whelp cur like Night Owl to train, Claws at Throat would happily enjoy fighting with human. Can I also say, I wager I could take you with athletics? It's the same deal, right? Yeah. What's going on here? Claws at Throat says, Human has keen eyes, yes. Can see Beast Woman is disciplining insolent pack mate. She snaps a menacing sneer at the cowed Beastman. Muling, whimpering male. Night Owl will learn Beastman's rank in new pack, or will not survive for many seasons longer. A soft growl burbles from the back of his throat in response to her threat, but he keeps his eyes downcast, refusing to meet her gaze. The Beast Woman voice kills my throat. How did you come to join the Scarlet Chorus? Human pack called Scarlet Chorus is vicious, cunning, feral, like tribes, like beast women. She snarls, but the sound is pleased and rumbling, nearly a purr as she cranes her face in the direction of the Voices of Nerat's war tent. Chorus humans are dirty and reek like rotten meat, so easily shriek and tear at own throats, but also respect strongest of pack. And beast women are strongest of all creatures, our best predators, like Archon called Nerat, pack's fierce and ruthless alpha, is mystic who can swallow prey, blood and bones whole, makes beast woman want to rut, fight, kill. Makes beast woman want to rut, fight, kill, she sighs hungrily. Makes beast woman want... What tribe are you from, beast? She puffs her dirty, hairy teats and purrs with pride. Claws at Throat was born of tribe with no name and no lands, called Summer Snout by Tearsmen who stole Azar lands from tribe's ancestors. Then Claws at Throat became Great Stone Stalker, slaughtered own slavers and fought for tribe's freedom. Tribe who became strong, unbreakable as stone because of earth mystic called Archon Cairn. She sniffs at the memory, but now Cairn sleeps and dreams, drifting slowly into death in stone lands. 100 blood protects free tribe, and claws at throat fights to kill with more tearsmen as Scarlet Stalker. Alright, thanks, bye. Okay, cool. Let's talk to Sirin. A young woman stands flanked by a pair of soldiers. The ornate headdress cresting her brow lends her otherwise small figure an intimidating aspect. From gear to gown, everything about her starkly contrasts the wretched state of the camp. She looks both at ease and uncomfortable, composed in her element and completely unsure. She turns to you. Continue.
Worm.
Ooh. Her voice takes you off your guard. It is bare of any inflection, and yet full of beautiful music. Sure. If you didn't know better, you would guess that she is actively suppressing or modulating her vocal turn. You look familiar. Have we met? Sirin is the Archon of Song, and the youngest Archon sent to conquer the Tears. Young and inexperienced, Sirin is sworn to protect the Voices of Nerat, who uses her powers of charm and manipulation to swell the ranks of the Scarlet Chorus with volunteers. Yes.
You don't know me, little worm? I am Sirin, and my degenerate allies have the
Sirin,
pleasure of calling me
okay.
the Archon of Song.
You hear the distant peal of a bell in her laughter. She regards you for a moment with dim interest.
You are Tunan's Fatebinder. What brings you here to the middle of the battlefield? Did Cairo send you to shame Ashe and Nerat into action?
Ashe certainly needs someone to dig a heel into his back, if only to distract him from his problem. She purses her lips in thought. I do want to say, sometimes it feels like they added dialogue after the VO, because I don't understand why they'd have her read 2 lines and then just, like, add in and it doesn't make any sense. Okay.
But Nerat, he's just a cat playing with a realm-sized mouse, isn't he?
What are you suggesting about Nerat? What? Oh, never mind. There isn't anything interesting happening in camp, and the solitude is making me paranoid. Nerat is the Archon of Secrets. I'm sure he has 1 or 2 he isn't sharing with everyone.
I can't be expected to keep track of all his comings and goings, his plans and secret meetings, his betrayals.
She trails off and stands in thought for a few moments.
Anyway, we have a more important matter to deal with. There is something you can do to assist me.
Oh, is there? From the corner of your eye, you see Verse cup her hands to her ears, turning away from Sirin. Sirin's mouth opens in a perfect O shape, and the sound that pours out is captivating, entrancing. It dampens the ambient bustle of camp until it seems that nothing exists but her voice.
Remove my helmet.
The ruby headpiece on her brow flashes as if in warning. Oh, I can't avoid it because I don't have the lore requirement. All I can say is, at your service, Archon Siren. Yes, Mistress. Or right away, Resplendent One. Yes, Mistress, I guess. You discover that Siren's helmet is locked behind her head with a complicated mechanism. You want nothing more than to bash the lock apart and free the Archon, satisfying her command. Before you can make an attempt, one of Siren's guards places her hand on yours and shakes her head. She points to a wad of cotton sticking in her ear. The distraction shakes you from your stupor. You feel dizzy and sniff back a trickle of blood from your nose. Glare silently.
That's it? How disappointing. It was worth a try, I suppose, though it appears to have been a colossal waste of effort.
She sighs and gives a sheepish smile.
I hoped you would assist me in a delicate matter, but it appears you're more nuisance than help. I have no further use for you. Perhaps later. You're dismissed, Fatebinder.
I could glare silently. I could say, you try to get inside my head like that again, little worm, and you'll regret it. I don't like saying little worm. I'm not going to pick that. Not as powerful as you imagine yourself to be, are you? You will answer some questions for me first, or leave. You're going to answer some questions.
Dismissed until I have further need of you. Your presence displeases me.
This time her voice takes on a different quality. It screeches like a piece of flint stuck in a grinding wheel. You can feel it down to your toes, and you want nothing more than to make a hasty exit before the Archon inflicts more of her terrifying song.
For the love of Kairos! That was the Archon of Song in the flash!
Darting his head for a furtive look back at Sirin, Lantry sighs in awe. Keep walking away. That's scary. She's creeping me out, man. I don't think, what's her face will have anything more to say to us. Death knell, after I punched her. Scarlet Fury notices your approach. It takes a cautious step back. Fatebinder. Farewell. Let's talk to, Fifth Eye. The eve of battle is upon us.
Ready yourself for the siege of Vendrian's Well. With the edict looming, there is no turning back. The chorus is brave and fearless, but it lacks order, and if we lose discipline and tarry on our march, or falter in our siege, the edict will kill us before the Oathbreakers, or the disfavored, have a chance. An offer, Fatebinder, march with us, add your strength to our tide of blades. The mob could learn from your example, and your prowess would certainly inspire.
I have some other questions. What is your role in the chorus?
While the whole of the chorus remains loyal to the Voices of Nerat, I am truly the most loyal.
His voice becomes wistful.
Oh so loyal of his numerous warriors.
Versus, he's a Crimson Spear, part of the Archon's inner circle. Dozens of the strongest gang bosses answer to him, and from there the orders trickle down to the rest of the army.
I am the Archon's martial retainer and humble servant. I am his eyes and ears, but also his mouth, for I speak with his authority when he is absent.
He twirls his flanged spear in his hand.
And I am his killing edge when the rabble is moved to war.
Did you ask for this honor?
I did not have to. The Voices of Nerat saw the need inside of me, and through his arcane ministrations burnt away the clinging, cloying parts of me that foolishly resisted his enlightenment.
Ugh. Disgusting as I may find this creature, the Fifth Eye is not the only one who has suffered changes in the service of this war, says Barrack.
No, indeed, you ironclad behemoth.
He looks Barrack up and down with interest.
Have you ever considered jumping ship and enlisting with the chorus? With strength like yours, we could have you leading a decorated gang in your first week.
If I ever jumped ship, it would only be to sink to the bottom of the waves, beyond the reach of you and your parasite of an Archon. Good thing you mentioned loyalty twice. Now I'm really convinced. The Fifth Eye stares at you, arms folded. He says nothing. Are all of the Crimson Spears as odd as you? Fifth Eye responds.
I would not ask you to speak of the other Fatebinders. I will not speak for the other Crimson Spears.
Versus, he's odd as fuck because he's an eye, not because he's a Crimson Spear. The Spears are a cold, determined bunch. Eyes are a breed apart, owning a fraction of the Archons of Secret's madness. When did you take the vows to the chorus?
Unlike most of the conscripts here, I did not need a cudgel against the head to see the wisdom of the Archon of Secrets. I proudly joined the chorus in its nascent days, left my home in Bastard City to join with the incoming chorus, and the rest is glory and history.
These days you follow the chorus or die. We who choose the path and kill to defend our place are the old guard. Even if it's been 2 or 3 years, the chorus has a short memory. She nods to the Fifth Eye with grudging respect. What can you tell me about Ascension Hall?
At the center of Vendrian's Well, at the base of Mountain Spire,
he points to the northeast, where the spire cuts a vertical line rising above all other mountains in the horizon,
is a small fortification. Ascension Hall is the name of this citadel's inner council chamber. We had left a garrison when this valley was first taken in 429, with the Citadel being their base of operations. When the Oathbreakers staged their revolt, the garrison at Ascension Hall was defeated, making sense that Kairos' edict would demand that we burn this rebellion back to its point of origin.
What do you know of the disfavored commander?
Iron Marshal Arenos is a doting warrior, just like the Archon of War. She's one of a few selected disfavor, cautious and cowardly enough to be trusted with the Archon's iron toddlers. No doubt her primary qualifications include being related to Ashe. The Legion's a little big into its pedigree, if you catch my drift.
Beric says, keep insulting my commander and I'll slap that mask off your face. Not that I'm eager to see what's inside. I can say, stand down, Beric. I'm addressing the Fifth Eye. Fifth Eye, are we here to cooperate or to snipe at each other at every turn? Or your mutual disrespect will be our unmaking? Do I need to discipline you both? I'm disciplining Fifth Eye. I've gained wrath with the Scarlet Chorus, but loyalty with Beric. That's okay.
I suppose that depends on where you're standing, illustrious Fatebinder.
The Fifth Eye bows.
Not all of us enjoy the privilege of lawful objectivity. Some of us had to endure these cretins in their pitiful excuse of a war.
He nods to Beric. Beric says, enough! The Fatebinder is here because these debates have stayed our hands for too long. Say what you would of the Iron Marshal, if only so we can part ways and be done with this siege.
Though I am loath to speak highly of her, I cannot deny she is a brilliant swordsman. And the other disfavored seem to take her seriously, despite the serious stick that's propped up her backside.
Who's the strongest in your camp?
I am, naturally, says Verse. Fifth Eye says, well, the Archon is, without question, the mightiest in camp. Death Knell is the master trainer here, and she's almost tough enough to take me. She's a biter. Don't tell her I told you that. But she can be trusted to fight and lead. And while her humility is lacking, Verse is correct. She's been running with the Furies even longer than Death Knell. Too bad that skill and puissance did nothing to save her sisters.
Sounds like you're insulting my friend here. Did I detect a hint of fighting words in your voice? Or no humility? I like that in a fighter. Or what happened to her sisters? I already know what happened to her sisters. No humility. I like that in a fighter.
Oh, Verse has a shred or two of decency. Just enough to keep you guessing. You two should get along like a couple of caged parrots, squawking to each other's mutual delight.
Verse says, I swear the Fifth Eye gets barnier every time I speak to him. Is a reliable quartermaster peddler in camp? I already know Stigler Dagos, but
talk to Stigler Dagos. He's wise enough not to steal from you and to only cheat you a little bit. He's right over there.
He points nearby to the east.
But he has the important honor of trying to arm all my merry little conscripts. So don't expect Kairos' army or anything.
Okay, farewell. I thought that's who I had to talk to. Am I wrong? The attack on Vendrian's Well Citadel is underway, and the fate of the siege will soon be decided. Help Kairos' forces take the fortress and gain control of the valley. You have made your side known in the confrontation you witness. Speak with Fifth Eye at the Scarlet Chorus Camp to begin the assault. Okay. Okay. I need more time. Okay, so here's what's going to happen. We're going to save. There it is. And for now, I'm going to end this one. So we came back to the Scarlet Chorus Camp. We talked to Fifth Eye, learned more about him. Talked to the Beastmen, talked to Sirin. And I think we're ready now to lead the assault on the camp. Oh, and we talked to the Archons too, and we chose our side in the assault. So yeah, next episode will be the assault on Vendrian's Well. That should be coming on Tuesday. So I hope you guys are excited to go see what that's all about. And experience that. It should be fun. So I'm looking forward to it. Check out Mandate Radio. Like and subscribe. Check out Basic Reviews. And as usual, thank you for watching. You guys are the best. If you've made it this far, please comment. I'd love to talk to you about what you think of the Let's Play so far. We're doing great. Have a good one. Bye.